Okay, removing your mower deck from a B2650 Kubota. First you're going to come under the front. You are going to get on the left hand side of your tractor and you're going to see this. You're going to lock it in, pull it out and lock it in. Sorry, I'm trying to film as I do it. You're going to pull this handle down, which is going to release this locking mechanism, and that's going to drop right to the ground. Next, you're going to come under the left-hand side, left hand meaning left hand as you're sitting on the tractor, and you are going to grab a similar locking mechanism, which is on the lever arm or the raise and lower arm of your tractor, and you're going to lock it out, and that's going to release the arm from your deck. And we're going to do the other thing, same thing on the opposite side. And yes, my tractor needs a bath. I'm doing some maintenance on it now, and I'm going to clean it up and wax it up. But same thing here. I'm going to pull this out. Don't know if I can film. Same time, I'll show you. So it's pulled out. On mine, at least, the crevice to put the locking mechanism under, and this one is underneath, which is kind of weird. Just a thought. I don't know if this is correct. I wonder if they're using the same part for opposite sides. They just flip it over. That's why that locking mechanism is on the underside as opposed to the top side on the other one. Okay, but it's unlocked now. Now we got to unlock the PTO, which is right under here. So I don't think the tractor's going to roll, but I wouldn't bet my life on it. So I got wheel chocks under both wheels because my driveway is on a slight slant. Okay, from here you can see the arm going up to the PTO from the mower deck, and we're going to unlock this. All right, it's tight quarters in here. You're going to push this forward, this cap, and that's going to disengage this arm from the splines. And there it goes, it's off. And I gotta grease that up. So here's the PTO splines. And that is the arm of the mower deck. And everything's released. So we got 4 things we took off. We took off the connections to the, I'm going to call them lever arms. We took the locking mechanism off the front, and then we took off the arm to the PTO. I'm going to raise the tractor up on its, with the bucket. So I hate this part. Now it's just a matter of turning your wheels, making room for this stupid thing to get through, and rocking it back and forth and getting it out. It's a pain in the ass. This one is not a drive over deck. Move those lever arms out of the way with a ratchet strap. So here's what we have so far. Tractor is slightly raised. Wheels are turned. You turn them as you maneuver the deck out of there. I wish they would have made a drive over deck for this, but it's not my model. So you have fun wiggling this damn thing out of here. Okay, the crappy thing of it is that it moves fine from front to back. When you try to move it laterally, it sucks. So it's not the easiest to get out, but whatever. Yeah, it moves like a dream front to back. I can pull it with one hand. But like I said, when you try to move it laterally by yourself, you got to yank and pull and wiggle it. But I got it out, and you can too. Just an embarrassing amount of grime and grass under here. Haven't cleaned it for a while, but I'm showing it as is, so I'm going to maintain, clean it up, wax it up, and hit all the grease points for the maintenance. While I'm under here doing some maintenance, the right side of my mower deck is riding low. When I look at the lever arm here, this orange piece, which will lift this lever arm. And it is attached back here, and there's an adjusting screw back there. This side, it's not quite parallel with the ground, but it sure isn't a 45-degree angle or better. Whereas the left side meaning left side of the person as they're sitting on the tractor, that identical part, when these lever arms are raised in their highest position, that part is better than a 45-degree angled. And so if I increase this angle here, it will pull the deck up higher. So I'm going to make some adjustments back here with this adjusting screw, and we'll see what happens. Okay, I know Kubotas are metric, but I've got an 11/16 wrench. Let me see what happens here. There's a locking nut. Let me see. So, there's a locking nut here. You got to break loose. You can see it spinning. And here's the adjuster. Watch way up here. I don't know if this camera will focus on that. But you can actually see the lever arm, that orange piece I was talking about, raise and lower. As I turn this, you can actually see the orange arm go up and down. So this is making it raise. So I'm going to raise it up to where I want it. And then I am going to replace the locking nut. And I'm trying to raise this orange piece here. Okay, I'm under here twisting that back and forth. And you can see, I think, how it lowers and raises that lever arm. And that's awesome. So I'm going to raise it to look kind of identical to the other side, the angle on the other side, which was truly about a 45-degree angle. And then I'm going to tighten the washer down. Now I'm not sure why. Maybe it's to eliminate dirt from getting in here. Not quite sure why. But they had this wrapped with electrical tape as well from the dealer. I've never touched this, and I didn't put that tape on there. So, I don't know. I'll probably put some tape back on it after I wash the machine off. My poor dirty Kubota. All cleaned up, ready for the rain.